The clone commanders of the Grand Army of the Republic are some of the most beloved and fascinating characters in the entirety of the Star Wars galaxy. Despite all bearing the same face and voice, each commander was incredibly different and had their own story. Not to mention, they have some of the coolest looking custom armor in all of sci-fi. Today we're going over them all and bringing you every single Clone Trooper commander explained. As you can probably guess, there are a lot of Clone Trooper commanders. While we're going to cover both canon and Legends continuity, there's a couple of requirements to make the list. One, we're sticking to commanders, no captains, sergeants, or other ranks. We're going to count Rex as a captain, but hey, if you want a video on every clone captain, let us know in the comments and we might just be able to make it happen. 2, they must be a named commander, otherwise we'd be here twice as long going through unnamed ones. With that, let's begin. Commander Auden was in command of the 7th Legion, a division of the 327th Star Corps. In the Mandalorian language of Manda, Auden meant rage or wrath. Auden's Phase 2 armor had brown spots. Commander Oppo took charge of the 501st Legion once Captain Rex took off to Mandalore with the 332nd. Earlier in the war, Oppo served as a sergeant and had an arrow on his helmet, a tribute to the character Appa from Avatar: The Last Airbender, which Dave Filoni worked on prior to the Clone Wars. In Revenge of the Sith, Appa wears standard Phase 2 armor as he leads the 501st to sack the Jedi Temple. He's the clone who delivers the infamous line,
"I'm sorry, sir. It's time for you to leave,"
before being cut down by a Jedi Padawan. Appo actually survived this and continued to serve Darth Vader during the reign of the Galactic Empire, but was later killed by a surviving Jedi Master. Commander Blackout was a special ops trooper trained for stealth. Under the command of General Skywalker and Admiral Yularen, he led the clone trooper crew of a stealth Corvette ship with cloaking capabilities against Separatist Admiral Trench above Christophsis. ARC Trooper commanders Blitz, Colt, Hammer, and Havoc led Rancor Battalion, consisting of many other advanced recon commandos. Early in the Clone Wars, they oversaw the training of clone troopers on Kamino, and later, the planet's defense. The ARC Troopers each customized their own armor, with Colt and Hammer customizing it with red and gray color schemes, Havoc with blue, and Blitz in yellow and gray. Blitz and Hammer were the only two to have survived the Battle of Kamino. Commander Bly led the 327th Star Corps under the command of Jedi General Aayla Secura and saw action in many of the harshest battlefronts during the Outer Rim sieges, such as Felucia. There he complied with Order 66 and killed Secura, moving on to become a commander in the Empire's Stormtrooper Corps. Commander Bo served in the Empire's 501st Legion under Darth Vader. Bo was a part of a 501st Stormtrooper squad that Clone Commander Appo took to Kessel. There, Bo and his fellow troopers rescued Vader from a group of Jedi Knights, gunning them down. He continued to serve in the 501st after Appo's death, and was likely his successor. Before we get to our next entry, we wanted to quickly let you know that we've just launched a Red 5 channel membership in celebration of passing 50,000 subscribers. For the price of a cup of coffee, you can gain access to perks like early access videos, shoutouts, helping us decide on future video topics, exclusive roles within our Discord server, loyalty badges and emojis, priority comment replies, and so much more. Head to the link in the description or join button on our channel homepage to learn more. Commander Clutch served in the forces led by the Jedi Generals Typhix and Tur, both of whom were killed by insurgents during the campaign on Thirsta. Command defaulted to Jedi Commanders Cal and Pix, whom Clutch assisted until the arrival of Grand Master Yoda. Pix was left in command by Yoda, but was deceived by Senator Navi, who was later arrested for treason. Commander Cody led the 7th Sky Corps, including the renowned 212th Attack Battalion, alongside Jedi General Obi-Wan Kenobi. Kenobi found Cody to be reliable, trustworthy, and loyal, with his abilities as a soldier and strategist earning Cody the respect of both his Jedi superiors and fellow clone commanders. Cody served in several major battles including Christophsis, Geonosis, Anaxis, and Utapau, where he unsuccessfully executed Order 66. Going on to serve in the Empire, he would later question the new regime and deserted soon after. Commander Crosshair was a part of Clone Force 99 during the Clone Wars, the sole member of his unit to attempt to carry out Order 66. Deployed against his former squad mates, he was promoted but later also turned against the Empire. Commander Devis was originally the design for Bly, but went on to become his own character. Devis led K Company within the 327th, serving in the First Battle of Geonosis, where he risked his life to protect 2 injured soldiers from spider droids and received a medal after being rescued from behind enemy lines. Devis went on to fight in the battles of Altar 5, Cato Nemodia, and Orto, where he killed Jedi General Nem Bees during Order 66. Commander Doom served under sister Jedi Generals Tipli and Tiplar. His design was inspired by the Marvel villain Dr. Victor Von Doom. During the Battle of Ringo Vinda, 501st Clone Trooper Tup had a malfunction in his clone inhibitor chip, causing him to prematurely execute Order 66 and murder Tiplar. Droid reinforcements capitalized on the disarray caused by Tup's betrayal, forcing Doom and his men to retreat under fire and investigate their general's murder. Commander Dox was assigned to Jedi General Ronhair Kim. Both would perish in the Battle of Mercen, with their forces outnumbered by pirates and battle droids by a factor of 5. Commander Faye served in the unit of Jedi General Quinlan Voss, a maverick among the Order. Faye's by-the-book and no-nonsense approach were often aggravated by his Jedi superior. Faye was dispatched to the planet Seleucami and later to the Wookiee homeworld Kashyyyk, where a wounded Voss struck him down during the Great Jedi Purge before Faye could destroy an entire Wookiee village. Commander Phil served under the recently promoted Jedi Knight Nadar Veb when he and his former master Kit Fisto infiltrated the lair of General Grievous. Commander Phil didn't stand much of a chance against Grievous's pet Gore, who made quick work of him. Commander Fox led the shock troopers of the Coruscant Guard, the military police of the Republic capital. He twice hunted fugitives, Ahsoka Tano and ARC Trooper 5s, the latter of which he killed. Continuing to serve in the Empire, Fox organized a security perimeter around the Jedi Temple while Darth Vader attempted to capture Jocasta Nu. Ultimately, Fox was executed by Vader after his shock troopers tried to kill the Sith Lord, having mistaken Vader for a Jedi. Commander Ganch led the 612th Attack Battalion under Jedi Master Bola Ropal. While overseeing construction of a Jedi temple, they were ambushed by separatist forces. General Ropal was later killed by the bounty hunter Cad Bane. Commander Gree led the 41st Elite Corps under Jedi General Luminara Unduli, escorting a captured New Gunray, and fighting in the Second Battle of Geonosis in the early days of the war. By its end, he led the 41st on Kashyyyk under Yoda when Order 66 came down. Before Gree could even pull the trigger, he and Captain Jack were decapitated. Commander Janks served with Generals Kenobi and Skywalker when their gunship was shot down. The yellow armored clone repaired the ship while the Jedi carried on with their mission, with Janks returning to just catch Obi-Wan as he fell off of a roof. Commander Jet led a battalion of clone flame troopers and special ops troopers under Ki-Adi-Mundi during the Second Battle of Geonosis. Commander Keller led a special unit of clone troopers and galactic marines under Jedi General Sims, Jedi General Kai Hudora, and Jedi Commander Noraya Na. Stationed on the planet Tula during Order 66, Keller and his men managed to kill General Sims, but Hudora and Na managed to get away. Commander Kite accompanied Jedi General Eris Nune aboard the Venator-class Star Destroyer Laudable when it was attacked by General Grievous's superweapon, the Malevolence. Its ion cannon disabled the Republic ship's shields before its turbo lasers opened fire and obliterated Commander Kite and his forces. Commander Mayday was stationed on the icy planet Barton 4 for over a year during the Imperial era, as his requests for new supplies fell on deaf ears. Tasked with recovering Imperial supplies stolen by bandits alongside Crosshair, Mayday was injured in an avalanche. Attempting to save Mayday, Crosshair brought him back to the planet's Imperial Depot. Despite the freezing conditions they both had to endure, Mayday was denied medical support by Imperial Lieutenant Nolan and died in front of a helpless Crosshair, the former Bad Batch member's breaking point. Commander Monk was a scuba trooper under the leadership of Kit Fisto during the Battle of Mon Cala. There he served as Red Leader and commanded his men against the Separatist Aqua droids of Separatist Commander Riff Tamson and his Quarren allies. Commander Neo led the 91st Mobile Reconnaissance Corps under Jedi General Stas Ali during the Outer Rim sieges, stationed on the world of Saleucami. While patrolling the planet's surface on a bark speeder, he received Order 66 and killed General Ali. Commander Oddball, also known as Davijan, is the only confirmed pilot to hold the rank of commander, though there were certainly more. Often serving under Obi-Wan Kenobi, Oddball flew an assortment of ships in campaigns such as the Battle of Teth, Battle of Umbara, Battle of Coruscant, and the Battle of Utapau. Post-Order 66, Oddball and the rest of the pilots over Utapau turned on the Utapau Skyforce and subjugated the planet. Commander Pons, like Neo, served in the 91st and is actually the clone that speaks to Mace Windu in Attack of the Clones.
I have 5 special commando units awaiting your order, sir.
Pons later accompanied Windu on campaigns on the planets of Ryloth and Malastare. When Windu's Jedi cruiser was sabotaged by Boba Fett and crashed, Pons was taken prisoner and later executed by Aurra Sing to lure the Jedi out. Commander Red was present for the sabotage of a simulation chamber at the Tapoka City military complex on Kamino. He was described as having 2 scars over his right eye. Commander Scorch served with the Commando Unit Delta Squad during the Clone Wars. During the reign of the Empire, Scorch was involved in the training of the first generation of non-cloned Imperial stormtroopers and later served in the Advanced Science Division under Dr. Hemlock, leading the Imperial Royal Guard Commandos as a clone commander. Commander Stone was another shock trooper of the Coruscant Guard, who served as Jar Jar Binks' bodyguard while on assignment on Florum. Commander Tax was in charge of a clone regiment and is the canon announcer for the Galactic Republic in the multiplayer modes of Star Wars Battlefront 2. Commander Thyre is another Coruscant Guard shock trooper. He accompanied Yoda during a mission to form an alliance between King Katuko and the Republic. The lieutenant at the time was injured by Separatist battle droids, but managed to survive with Yoda's help. By the time of Order 66, Thyre was a commander and searched for Yoda's body after his duel with the Emperor, then accompanying Darth Sidious to Mustafar to rescue Darth Vader. Commander Thorn was also a shock trooper. When in combat, Thorn was armed with a Z6 rotary blaster cannon named Hammer. His design was inspired by Thor, evident not only by his name and weapon, but the wings on the side of his helmet. Thorn accompanied Senator Padme Amidala for negotiations on the banking clan's world of Scipio. This was a setup as Separatist forces later invaded and bombers attacked Thorn's position before waves of B-2 super battle droids and BX commando droids were dropped in. With the clone troopers surrounded and fighting to the end, Thorn, as the last of his men, yelled out one final for the Republic, but was soon killed after multiple blaster shots to the chest. Commander Trauma was an ARF trooper under the command of Jedi General Halsey and Padawan Nox. When Deveron's Temple of Edith was attacked by Separatist forces, Trauma fought in its defense. Count Dooku's new apprentice, Savage Opress, soon arrived and began to turn the tide in the Separatists' favor. Realizing this, Trauma engaged Opress in a brief confrontation, but was quickly killed by the deadly Sith apprentice. Commander Voka was another to have served in Vader's Fist or the 501st Legion, but was killed on a mission to rescue the son of Grand Moff Tarkin. Commander Wolf led the 104th Battalion's Wolfpack squad under Jedi General Plo Koon, one of the few survivors of the Malevolence attack over Aprigado. Wolf lost his right eye in a fight with the Sith apprentice Asajj Ventress, and he subsequently wore a cybernetic replacement and retained facial scars. Wolf was one of the few clone troopers to remove his inhibitor chip in Desert, hiding out with Captains Rex and Gregor by the time of Star Wars Rebels, even helping to liberate Lothal. Finally, we want to shout out some named commanders who only appeared in novels and have little to no images available. This includes Crane, Get, Levitt, Salvo, Styx, Theo, Valiant, Vargas, and Varna. But which clone trooper commander is your favorite? Let us know in the comments, and be sure to check out our recent video on the clone trooper ranks to learn more about the responsibilities of commanders and other clone trooper officers. Come join us to chat more at our community Discord server, linked in the description. If you enjoyed today's Star Wars video, we've got more on the screen for you right now. Also make sure to drop a like, and if you're new to the channel, hit subscribe to join the Red Squadron. Until next time, thanks for watching, and may the Force be with you.
Red 5 standing by.